Chosen ones, God has left a final warning for you, a sacred note etched in the fabric of eternity, meant for your eyes alone. This message isn't a whisper from the past, but a thunderous call from the divine, urging you to awaken to the purpose that burns within your soul. You've felt it, the stirring in your heart, the quiet nudge that something monumental is about to unfold. This is no ordinary moment. This video carries the weight of heaven's final decree, a warning wrapped in love, crafted to guide you through the storm and into the light of your destined path. You're not here by chance. The Creator of the universe has orchestrated this very second, aligning the stars to bring you to this truth. This warning isn't about fear, it's about preparation. God is speaking directly to you, His chosen, because the time has come to step fully into the role you were born to fulfill. The world may try to drown out His voice with chaos, but you were made to hear through the noise. Your spirit is attuned to the divine frequency, and this message is the key to unlocking the next chapter of your life. This final note from God is a clarion call to rise above the ordinary. You've walked through trials that would shatter most souls, yet here you stand, unbroken, unshaken. Why? Because you are marked by divine purpose. The struggles you've faced, every tear, every doubt, every moment of isolation were not punishments, but preparations. God has been forging you in the fires of adversity, shaping you into a vessel of His glory. Now, He's warning you. The time for waiting is over. The gates of your destiny are swinging open, and you must walk through them with courage. Your life is about to shift in ways you can't yet fathom. This isn't about fleeting promises or temporary victories. God's final note speaks of eternal transformation, a spiritual awakening that will ripple through your finances, your health, your relationships. Picture a river breaking through a dam, unstoppable, flooding every dry corner of your existence with abundance. This is what awaits you, chosen one, but only if you heed the warning. God is saying, prepare your heart, for my blessings are coming, and they will overwhelm you if you're not ready. The world will try to distract you. Voices of doubt, fear, and cynicism will rise, telling you to stay small, to stay safe. But you were never meant for a small life. God's warning is clear. Do not let the noise of the world silence the song of your soul. You are a beacon of light, chosen to shine in a world cloaked in shadows. Your presence alone disrupts the plans of darkness. Stand firm, because the enemy trembles when you walk in your divine authority. This is your moment to claim what's yours. Now pause for a second. If this message is stirring something deep within you, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones on this sacred journey. Your action amplifies this divine energy, signaling to the universe that you're ready to receive. And if you feel called, leave a comment with the number 777, a powerful declaration that you're aligned with God's will. Stay with me, because this warning is only the beginning, and what comes next will change everything. God's final note isn't just a message, it's a map. It points to a future where your purpose becomes your reality. You've carried dreams in your heart, visions of a life filled with meaning and impact. Those dreams weren't accidents. They were divine seeds planted by God Himself. This warning is His way of saying, now is the time to water them. Your talents, your passions, your resilience, they're all tools He's given you to build a legacy that echoes beyond your lifetime. Don't let them sit dormant. The Creator sees you in your quiet moments when the world feels heavy and your strength wavers. He knows the battles you fought in silence, the ones no one else sees. This final note is His reminder. You are never alone. Even when the path feels lonely, His presence is your shield. The struggles you've endured have carved out a space for His miracles to flow. Every scar is a testament to his faithfulness, proof that he's been with you, guiding you toward this very moment. This warning comes with a promise. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. God is aligning opportunities, people, and resources to meet you exactly where you are. Doors that seemed locked will swing wide open. Connections that seemed impossible will form with ease. Your financial burdens, they're about to lift. Your health, it's being restored. Your spirit, it's being renewed. This is the power of God's final note. It's not just a warning, but a declaration that your season of lack is ending. You might wonder why this message feels so urgent. It's because the world is shifting and God is positioning his chosen for a divine takeover. The chaos around you isn't random. It's the birth pains of a new era. You're not just a bystander. You're a catalyst. Your actions, your faith, your courage will shape what comes next. God's warning is a call to step up, to lead, to be the light in a world desperate for hope. You are chosen for this time, for this purpose. Some will hear this and turn away, too entangled in fear or doubt to move forward. But not you. You've already felt the pull of something greater. That's why you're here, watching this, feeling the truth settle into your bones. God's final note is for those who dare to believe, who refuse to settle for a life less than what he designed. You're not here to survive. You're here to thrive, to create, to transform. This is your divine mandate. Don't let the weight of this moment scare you. God's warning isn't about punishment. It's about empowerment. He's equipping you with the wisdom to navigate what's coming. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast ocean, the waves of God's blessings ready to crash over you. Will you step back in fear, or will you dive in, trusting his plan? This note is his hand reaching out, pulling you toward a future where every promise he's made comes to life. If this message is hitting home, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this path. Comment 777 below to declare your readiness for what God has in store. This isn't just a video, it's a divine appointment. Stay with me, because the deeper we go, the clearer his warning becomes, and it's about to unlock something extraordinary in your life. God's final note carries a rhythm, a pulse that syncs with the beat of your heart. It's a reminder that you were created with intention, every detail of your life woven into his grand design. The challenges you faced weren't random, they were training grounds. Each one taught you resilience, sharpened your faith, and prepared you for the divine assignments ahead. Now, as the world shifts, God is calling you to step into your authority with boldness. You might feel unworthy, like you're not ready for what's coming. But God doesn't choose the qualified. He qualifies the chosen. Your doubts, your fears, your past mistakes, they don't disqualify you. They're part of the story he's writing through you. This warning is his way of saying, I've seen you, I've chosen you, and I'm not done with you. Trust that he's already equipped you for every battle, every opportunity, every miracle. The enemy will try to make you question this. You'll hear whispers of, you're not enough, or this isn't for you. But those lies crumble in the face of God's truth. His final note is a shield against doubt, a reminder that you are marked by his favor. When you walk in his purpose, no force can stand against you. Your life is about to become a testament to his power, a living proof that his promises never fail. This message is urgent because your time is now. God isn't preparing you for a distant future. He's positioning you for today. The opportunities he's opening, the blessings he's releasing, they're not years away. They're at your doorstep. This warning is his way of shaking you awake, urging you to see the divine potential in this very moment. Don't wait for permission from the world. God has already given you his. Your faith is the key that unlocks this divine promise. Every step you take in trust, every moment you choose to believe despite the odds activates God's plan. Picture a seed buried in the soil, unseen but alive with potential. Your faith is the water that brings it to life, turning a hidden promise into a thriving reality. This final note is God's call to water your dreams, to believe in the impossible, to trust that He's already moving on your behalf. Some around you won't understand. They'll see your confidence, your peace, your boldness, and question it. Let them. Their doubt doesn't define your destiny. God's word does. This warning is your anchor, keeping you steady as you step into the unknown. You're not walking alone. His presence is your guide. Every decision you make, every risk you take is backed by the Creator of the universe. That's your strength. If this is resonating, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones claiming their divine purpose. Drop a 777 in the comments to seal your commitment to God's plan. Stay with me, because this final note is about to reveal the path to your greatest transformation. Yet, God's warning isn't just about what's coming. It's about who you're becoming. You're not the same person you were yesterday. Each trial, each prayer, each moment of surrender has shaped you into a vessel of His glory. This final note is a mirror, reflecting the truth of who you are. A chosen one, marked for greatness, destined to leave a mark on this world. Your transformation is already underway, and it's unstoppable. The world may see you as ordinary, but God sees you as extraordinary. His final note is a reminder that your life isn't meant to blend in. It's meant to stand out. You're not here to follow the crowd. You're here to lead, to inspire, to show others what's possible when you walk in divine alignment. Your story is a beacon, drawing those who are lost toward the light of hope. This warning carries a weight of responsibility. God isn't just blessing you for your sake. He's blessing you to be a blessing. Your wealth, your health, your peace, they're tools to build His kingdom. Imagine the lives you'll touch, the chains you'll break, the hope you'll ignite. This final note is His commission to you. Go forth and shine. Your light will change everything. You've already seen glimpses of this power. Those moments when doors opened unexpectedly, when provision came from nowhere, when peace settled in the midst of chaos, they were signs. God's final note is the culmination of every sign, every whisper, every promise. He's saying, this is it, your moment. My plan for you is unfolding now. Will you step into it with faith? The enemy knows this, and that's why the attacks have been relentless. But God's warning is clear. No weapon formed against you will prosper. The storms you've faced were meant to distract you, but they've only made you stronger. This final note is your victory cry, a declaration that you've overcome by the power of His love. Stand tall, chosen one, because the battle is already won. Your life is about to reflect the glory of this divine warning. Picture a sunrise breaking through the darkest night. That's what's happening in your spirit. The shadows are fading, and God's light is flooding every corner of your existence. This final note is His promise that the best is yet to come, that every step you take from here is paved with His favor. If this message is speaking to your soul, like this video and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones embracing their divine call. Comment 777 to affirm your place in God's plan. Stay with me, because this warning is leading you to a revelation that will shift your life forever. God's final note is a love letter to your future. It's not just a warning, it's an invitation to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Every dream you've carried, every prayer you've whispered, every hope you've held on to, they're all converging in this moment. God is saying, I've seen your faith, and I'm ready to move. Your life is about to become a living testimony of His power. You've walked through valleys where others would have given up. You faced giants that seemed unbeatable. Yet here you are, still standing, still believing. This final note is God's way of honoring your resilience. He's not just preparing you for blessings, He's preparing you to carry them with wisdom, to steward them with grace, to share them with a world in need. The urgency of this warning comes from the timing of your purpose. You're not just chosen for yourself, you're chosen for this generation. The world needs your light, your strength, your faith. God's final note is a call to action. Rise up, take your place, and let His glory shine through you. Your life is about to become a miracle others can't ignore. Don't shrink back from this moment. God's warning is your empowerment, your assurance that He's with you in every step. You're not walking into the unknown, you're walking into His plan. Trust that every promise in this final note is already yours. Claim it with faith and watch as the heavens move on your behalf. If this resonates, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones answering God's call. Drop a 777 in the comments to declare your readiness. Stay with me, because this final note is about to unveil the divine path waiting for you. This warning is your turning point. God's final note isn't the end. It's the beginning of your greatest chapter. The trials you've faced were the soil. This moment is the bloom. Every step you've taken, every prayer you've prayed, has led you to this divine intersection. You're not just receiving a message, you're stepping into a destiny that will redefine your life. The Creator has written your name in His book of life, and this final note is His signature. It's a promise that your story doesn't end in struggle. It ends in triumph. Your finances, your health, your relationships, they're all being touched by His hand. This warning is your signal to prepare for the overflow, to ready your heart for the abundance He's about to pour out. You might feel the weight of this moment, the magnitude of what's coming. That's okay. God's final note isn't meant to overwhelm you. It's meant to awaken you. You're not just a spectator in His plan. You're a participant, a co-creator of miracles. Your faith, your actions, your trust, they're shaping the future He's designed for you. The world will see the change in you. They'll notice the peace in your eyes, the strength in your step, the joy in your spirit. This final note is God's way of marking you as His own, a living testament to His faithfulness. You're not just surviving, you're shining, and your light will draw others to Him. If this message is stirring your spirit, like this video and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in divine purpose. Comment 777 to proclaim your alignment with God's will. Stay with me, because this final note is about to unlock the doors to your divine destiny. God's warning is a call to stand ready. The blessings coming your way aren't ordinary, they're supernatural. Picture a storehouse in heaven, filled with provision, favor, and miracles, all marked with your name. This final note is God's key, handed to you to open that storehouse. But you must be ready to receive, to walk in faith, to trust His timing. Your life has been a journey of preparation. Every challenge has built your strength. Every setback has deepened your faith. This final note is God's affirmation that you're ready. Not because you're perfect, but because you're His. He's seen your heart, your perseverance, your unwavering trust. Now He's saying, it's time. The enemy will try to sow doubt, to make you question this moment. But God's warning is stronger than any lie. You are chosen, not by chance, but by divine design. Your purpose is written in the stars, sealed by His hand. This final note is your reminder to stand firm, to reject fear, to embrace the calling that sets you apart. Your transformation is already happening. You feel it, the shift in your spirit, the clarity in your mind, the fire in your soul. God's final note is the spark that ignites it all, turning your potential into reality. You're not just dreaming of a better life. You're stepping into it, one faith-filled step at a time. If this is speaking to you, Hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones claiming their divine inheritance. Comment 777 to declare your readiness for God's plan. Stay with me, because this final note is about to reveal the miracles waiting just for you. This warning is your divine wake-up call. God's final note isn't a suggestion, it's a command to rise, to claim, to become. You've been prepared for this moment through every trial, every prayer, every moment of surrender. Now, the heavens are watching, waiting for you to step into the fullness of your calling. Your life is about to shine with His glory. You're not here to fit in, you're here to stand out. God's final note is His promise that your uniqueness, your gifts, your purpose will not go unnoticed. The world may overlook you, but heaven never will. Your name is written in His plan, and this warning is your signal to walk boldly into what He's prepared. The blessings coming aren't just for you, they're for those you'll touch. God's final note is a call to be His hands, His voice, His light in a world that's starving for hope. Your wealth will build, your health will heal, your love will restore. This is the power of being chosen, the weight of His warning. Every step you take from here is guided. God's final note is your compass, pointing you toward a future where lack is a memory and abundance is your reality. Trust His voice, follow His lead, and watch as the impossible becomes your story. You're not just chosen, you're unstoppable. If this message resonates, like this video and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones embracing their divine call. Comment 777 to affirm your place in God's plan. Stay with me, because this final note is about to change everything. God's warning is a sacred promise. It's not just about what's coming, it's about who you're meant to be. You've been shaped by trials, refined by faith, and chosen for a purpose that transcends time. This final note is God's way of saying, I've seen you, I've called you, and I'm with you. Your destiny is unfolding, and it's bigger than you can imagine. The world may try to pull you back, to keep you small, but God's final note is your shield. It's a reminder that you're not bound by circumstances, you're bound for glory. Your finances, your health, your dreams, they're all under His care. This warning is your assurance that He's moving mountains on your behalf. You're not just receiving a message, you're receiving a mandate. God's final note is a call to act, to believe, to rise. Your faith is the key that unlocks His promises. Every step you take in trust, every moment you choose courage over fear, brings you closer to the life He's designed for you. This is your moment, chosen one. God's final note is His invitation to step into a future where every promise is fulfilled, every dream is realized, every wound is healed. You're not just watching this, you're living it. Embrace His warning and watch your life become a miracle. If this stirs your soul, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in divine purpose. Comment 777 to declare your readiness for God's plan. Stay with me, because this final note is about to unveil the path to your eternal victory. God's final note is your divine blueprint. It's not just a warning, it's a revelation of the life you were created for. You've been through the fire, not to be consumed, but to be refined. Every struggle has been a brushstroke in the masterpiece God is painting through you. Now He's saying, it's time to shine. Your purpose is not small. It's not confined to what the world expects. God's final note is a call to break free from limitations, to step into a reality where your faith creates miracles. Your wealth, your health, your joy, they're not dreams, they're your inheritance as His chosen. The enemy knows your power, and that's why the attacks have been fierce. But God's warning is stronger. No force can stop what He's set in motion. This final note is your reminder that you're protected, favored, and destined for greatness. Stand tall, because His promises are unbreakable. You're not just a spectator in this divine plan. You're the star. God's final note is His script for your life, and it's filled with victory, abundance, and purpose. Every step you take from here is a step into His glory. Trust Him and watch your life become a testament to His love. If this message is igniting your spirit, like this video and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones claiming their divine destiny. Comment 777 to affirm your alignment with God's will. Stay with me, because this final note is about to open the heavens over your life. This warning is your divine awakening. God's final note is not just words, it's power, purpose, and promise woven into your very being. You've been chosen not because of your strength, but because of His. Every trial you've faced has been a stepping stone to this moment, where His plan for you comes into full view. The world may see chaos, but you see opportunity. God's final note is His assurance that the storms around you are giving way to His light. Your finances are shifting, your health is renewing, your spirit is rising. This warning is your signal to prepare for the overflow of His blessings. You're not here to blend in, you're here to break through. God's final note is a call to embrace your uniqueness, to let your light shine in a world that needs it. Your life is a canvas, and He's painting a masterpiece of miracles, provision, and purpose. Trust His brush strokes. This is your time, chosen one. God's final note is His promise that the best is yet to come. Every dream you've held, every prayer you've prayed, is about to meet its divine answer. Step forward in faith and watch as His warning becomes your victory. If this resonates, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones embracing their divine call. Comment 777 to proclaim your readiness for God's plan. Stay with me, because this final note is about to change your life forever. God's final note is a divine signal that your season of waiting is transforming into a season of receiving. You've stood at the edge of promise, holding on to faith through moments of uncertainty. Now, His warning declares that the harvest is ready. The dreams you've nurtured in secret, the prayers you've whispered in the dark, they're no longer distant hopes. They're becoming reality, tangible and alive, as God moves in ways only He can. Your journey has been marked by moments of sacrifice. You've let go of things others clung to, comfort, security, approval, because your heart was set on something greater. This final note is God's acknowledgement of your surrender. He's seen every choice you made to trust Him over the world's logic. Now He's opening storehouses of favor, pouring out blessings that will overflow into every corner of your life. The world may tell you to play it safe, to settle for less, but God's warning is a call to dream bigger. Your vision isn't too grand, your goals aren't out of reach. This final note is His promise that what seems impossible is already done in His eyes. Picture a path unfolding before you, lined with opportunities you never thought possible. That's the road He's paving for you right now. You've carried burdens that weren't yours to bear, worries about tomorrow, fears of failure, the weight of others' expectations. God's final note is His command to lay them down. He's taking those burdens and replacing them with peace that surpasses understanding. Your mind will find clarity, your heart will find rest, and your spirit will soar as His plan unfolds with perfect precision. This warning is a reminder that you're not defined by your past. The mistakes, the regrets, the moments you fell short, they don't have the final word. God does. His final note rewrites your story, turning ashes into beauty, loss into gain. You're stepping into a chapter where every wound is healed, every failure redeemed, every dream restored by His grace. Your presence carries a divine weight. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere shifts. People sense something different about you, even if they can't name it. This final note is God's confirmation that your light is meant to change lives. You're not just living for yourself. You're a vessel for His glory, a spark that ignites hope in others. Embrace this calling with boldness. The enemy has tried to dim your light, to make you question your worth. But God's warning is your shield against those lies. You are chosen, not because of what you've done, but because of who He created you to be. This final note is His declaration that no force can steal what He's given you. Your destiny is secure in His hands. You've felt the stirrings of something new, a vision, a purpose, a calling that won't let you go. God's final note is His nudge to act on it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This is the moment. Step out in faith. Take the risk. Trust that He's already gone before you. The opportunities waiting are tailored to your unique gifts, designed by the Creator Himself. Your faith has been tested, but it's also been strengthened. Every storm you've weathered has built a resilience that nothing can shake. This final note is God's promise that your strength isn't in vain. It's the foundation for the miracles He's about to unleash. Picture a fortress, unyielding against any attack. That's the strength He's built in you. The world is watching even if it doesn't realize it yet. Your life is a testimony, a living proof of God's power. This final note is His call to let your story shine. Don't hide your light, let it blaze. The people around you, your family, your friends, strangers you've yet to meet, they need to see what God can do through a life fully surrendered to Him. If this message is stirring your soul, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this divine path. Comment 777 to declare your alignment with God's will. Stay with me, because this final note is unveiling a future filled with His glory. God's warning is a beacon in the storm, guiding you to safe harbor. You've navigated trials that tested your faith, but they've also revealed your strength. This final note is His assurance that the waves are calming, the skies are clearing, and your destination is near. You're not lost. You're exactly where He wants you to be, ready to receive what He's prepared. Your heart carries a vision that feels too big, too bold. That's not a mistake. It's divine. God's final note is His encouragement to chase that vision with everything you have. It's not just a dream, it's a blueprint for the impact you're destined to make. Every step toward it is a step into His purpose, backed by His limitless power. The enemy will try to plant seeds of doubt, whispering that you're not ready, not worthy. But God's warning silences those lies. You're ready because He says you are. This final note is His seal of approval, a reminder that your worth comes from Him alone. Walk confidently, knowing the Creator of the universe has called you by name. You've seen glimpses of His provision, moments when help came from unexpected places, when doors opened against all odds. This final note is God's promise that those glimpses are just the beginning. He's preparing a flood of blessings, a wave of favor that will sweep through your life, transforming everything it touches. Get ready to receive. Your life is a canvas, and God is the artist. Every challenge, every victory, every moment of faith has been a brushstroke in His masterpiece. This final note is His signature, a declaration that the work He's begun in you will be completed. Trust His process, because the finished picture will take your breath away. You're not just surviving, you're being shaped for greatness. God's final note is a call to embrace the process, to see every moment as part of His plan. The delays, the detours, the difficulties, they're all threads in the tapestry of your destiny. He's weaving something beautiful, and you're at the center of it. The world needs your voice, your gifts, your light. God's warning is a charge to step into your role as a change maker. You're not here to follow trends or fit molds. You're here to set new ones, to show what's possible when faith meets action. This final note is your commission to lead with courage. Your prayers have not gone unheard. Every cry, every plea, every whispered hope. God has collected them all. This final note is His response, a promise that your prayers are turning into reality. What you've sown in tears, you'll reap in joy. The harvest is coming, and it's greater than you can imagine. If this is resonating, hit that like button and subscribe to Stand with Thousands of Chosen Ones claiming their divine purpose. Comment 777 to affirm your place in God's plan. Stay with me, because this final note is guiding you toward a life of divine abundance. God's warning is a divine compass, pointing you toward your true north. You've wandered through uncertainty, but now His voice is clear, guiding you to the path He's carved just for you. This final note is His assurance that every step you take is leading you closer to the life He designed, a life of purpose, impact, and unshakable peace. You've carried dreams that feel too heavy at times, too big for the world around you. God's final note is His reminder that those dreams are His gift to you. They're not burdens, they're blueprints. He's placed them in your heart because He trusts you to bring them to life. Step forward, knowing He's equipped you for the task. The enemy may try to make you feel small, but God's warning lifts you up. You are not insignificant, you are indispensable. This final note is His declaration that your life matters, that your purpose is vital to His plan. You're not just one among many, you're one of a kind, chosen for this moment. You've faced moments of loneliness, times when it felt like no one understood your journey. God's final note is His whisper that He sees you, knows you, loves you. You're not alone. You're surrounded by His presence, upheld by His strength. This warning is your reminder to keep going. Because He's with you every step, your faith is a fire that nothing can extinguish. God's final note is His breath on that flame, making it burn brighter. Every act of trust, every moment of surrender fuels that fire. It's not just lighting your path. It's setting the world around you ablaze with hope, truth, and love. The world may try to box you in, to limit what you believe is possible, but God's warning breaks those chains. This final note is His call to think bigger, to dream without limits, to trust that His plans for you are beyond what you can imagine. Your future is not confined, it's infinite. You're not just walking through life, you're building a legacy. God's final note is His vision for the impact you'll leave behind. Every choice you make, every step you take is planting seeds for generations to come. You're not just chosen for today, you're chosen for eternity. If this message is stirring your heart, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in divine purpose. Comment 777 to declare your readiness for God's plan. Stay with me, because this final note is unlocking the doors to your divine destiny. God's warning is a divine spark, igniting the potential within you. You've carried gifts that the world hasn't fully seen, talents waiting to be unleashed. This final note is His call to let them shine, to use what He's given you to change lives, to shift atmospheres, to reflect His glory in everything you do. You've known moments of doubt when the path ahead seemed unclear. God's final note is His light in that darkness, showing you the way. He's not just guiding you, He's clearing obstacles, aligning opportunities, and preparing the ground for your success. Trust His timing, because it's perfect. The enemy will try to make you question your calling, but God's warning is your anchor. You are chosen, not by chance, but by His design. This final note is His reminder that your purpose is unshakable, your destiny secure. No force can derail what He's set in motion. You've seen His hand in small ways, provision when you needed it, peace when you sought it. This final note is His promise of greater things. What you've experienced is just a taste. The full banquet is coming. Get ready, because His blessings are about to overflow in ways you can't contain. Your life is a story of triumph written by the author of creation. God's final note is the next chapter, where every promise comes to life. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, stepping into a reality where His favor surrounds you like a shield. Embrace it because it's yours. The world needs your courage, your faith, your light. God's warning is a call to stand tall, to be the example others look to. You're not here to follow. You're here to lead, to show what's possible when a life is surrendered to His will. This final note is your mandate to shine. You've carried hopes that felt too big to hold. God's final note is His assurance that those hopes are His promises in disguise. They're not too big. They're exactly the size of His plan for you. Step into them with faith and watch as He makes the impossible your reality. If this is speaking to your soul, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones embracing their divine call. Comment 777 to affirm your alignment with God's plan. Stay with me, because this final note is revealing the path to your eternal victory. God's warning is a divine melody, resonating with the song of your soul. You've heard it in moments of quiet, felt it in times of prayer. This final note is His harmony, aligning your life with His purpose. Every step you take now is in rhythm with His plan, leading you to a future of joy and fulfillment. You've faced rejection, moments when the world didn't see your worth. God's final note is His affirmation that He sees you, values you, chooses you. You're not defined by others' opinions. You're defined by His love. This warning is your reminder to walk in that truth with confidence. The enemy may try to steal your peace, but God's warning restores it. This final note is His promise that your heart will find rest, your mind clarity, your spirit strength. No storm can shake you when you're anchored in His love. You're not just standing, you're soaring. You've carried a vision for change, a desire to make a difference. God's final note is His commission to act on it. Your ideas, your passions, your dreams, they're not random. They're His blueprint for the impact you're destined to make. Step out, because He's already paved the way. Your faith has been your foundation, holding you steady through every trial. God's final note is His promise to build on that foundation, creating a life of beauty and purpose. Every act of trust, every moment of surrender is a brick in the masterpiece He's constructing through you. The world may try to dim your hope, but God's warning reignites it. This final note is His flame, burning away doubt and fear. Your future is not uncertain, it's radiant, filled with His promises. Trust His light, because it's leading you to a life of divine abundance. You're not just a person, you're a purpose. God's final note is His call to live that purpose fully, to let your life be a testament to His power. Every choice you make, every step you take, is a declaration of His faithfulness. Shine, because the world is watching. If this message is igniting your spirit, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones claiming their divine destiny. Comment 777 to proclaim your readiness for God's plan. Stay with me, because this final note is guiding you to a life of eternal triumph. God's warning is a divine whisper, calling you to see the unseen. You've walked through moments where the path was hidden, where faith was your only guide. This final note is His promise that clarity is coming. The fog is lifting, and the vision He's placed in your heart will soon stand in sharp focus, revealing the purpose you were born to fulfill. Your journey has been a tapestry of resilience. Every thread of hardship, every knot of doubt has been woven into a story of strength. God's final note is His assurance that no moment was wasted. Each challenge was a stitch, crafting a life that reflects His glory. You're not just surviving, you're being shaped into a masterpiece of divine design. The world may try to label you, to box you into its expectations, but God's warning declares your freedom. This final note is His reminder that you're not bound by human limits. You're defined by His boundless love. Step out of the shadows of others' opinions and into the light of His truth, where your true identity shines. You've carried a spark of hope even in your darkest hours. God's final note is His breath on that spark, turning it into a flame. That hope isn't fragile. It's fierce, fueled by His promises. It's the fire that will light your way, burning through obstacles and illuminating the path to your divine destiny. The enemy may try to sow confusion, to make you question your direction. But God's warning is your compass, steady and true. This final note is His voice cutting through the noise, guiding you to the place where your purpose meets His plan. Trust His guidance because He's leading you to victory. You've felt the weight of waiting, the tension of unanswered prayers. God's final note is His promise that the wait is ending. The seeds you've planted in faith are about to sprout, bringing forth a harvest of blessings. Your patience has been your offering, and now His abundance is your reward. Your life is a beacon, drawing others to the truth. God's warning is a call to shine brighter, to let your story inspire those around you. You're not just living for yourself, you're a light for those lost in darkness. This final note is His charge to lead with love, to show the world His power through you. If this message is stirring your spirit, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this divine path. Comment 777 to declare your alignment with God's will. Stay with me, because this final note is unveiling a future radiant with His glory. God's warning is a divine blueprint, mapping out your next steps. You've wondered what's next, what your purpose looks like in action. This final note is His answer, a plan etched in eternity, designed to lead you to a life of impact. Every choice you make now is a step toward fulfilling His vision for you. You've faced moments of isolation when it felt like the world turned away. God's final note is His reminder that you're never alone. He's been with you in every quiet moment, every tear, every prayer. His presence is your strength, and this warning is His promise to walk with you always. The enemy may try to steal your joy, but God's warning restores it. This final note is His gift of peace, a joy that flows from knowing you're His. No circumstance can take it away, no storm can dim it. Your heart is becoming a wellspring of gladness, overflowing with His love.